What's up? It's your boy, Pop Punk Review. How's it going? Sorry, that was weird, but sorry, I'm slouching a bit because I'm at a weird height. The phone's at a weird height, but today I am going to be doing something cool. Cause I ended up seeing this article about how it was called "Why Pop Punk Sucks," right? And I know a lot of people think that pop punk sucks. Even people who listen to pop punk, they're like, "Yeah, it sucks, but it's still good. We like it. I listen to it anyways." But yeah, today I'm gonna be saying why pop punk doesn't suck, and I'm mostly gonna be talking about modern pop punk rather than because that's mostly what the article was referring to, was modern pop punk. So let's get into it. All right, so getting right into it. Let's see. Yeah, so pretty much, I just found this because I remember I saw this shirt that had this on it, a Real Friends shirt, I believe, that had this on it, and it was like, I wonder why they say that. Like, are they being sarcastic? Are they being serious? Like, I still don't really know, but yeah, first, that's right what it says. That's right what it has right here, which I don't know if they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to really do with that, but okay, anyways. So, okay, so it starts off saying, we're sure most of you would agree when we say pop punk just doesn't do anything for us anymore. After hardly any deliberation, we're here to easily convince you why all of the genres that are in the musical realm, like pop punk is the worst so far. Here's our 5 reasons. Okay, so it starts off right with the number 1 reason: the singers have the most unbearable vocals. That's what it says. Okay, and it gives you an example, right? Okay, good. Like, they're trying to be cool, but it gives you an as it is example. It gives you an example of cheap shots and setbacks by as it is, right? And honestly, when I first heard as it is, like when I first heard Patty Walters' voice, I was like, dang, this kid is weird. Like, what the heck is he doing? Like, what the heck? Like, and yeah, but it was really not. But then I got into it and I was like, okay, but I never felt that way for a lot of other bands, for any other pop punk band. And I can see why some people wouldn't like the guy from New Found Glory's voice as well. I personally don't mind it, but I don't know, just using as it is as an example is just bad. Like, that's just automatically bad. Like, that you're just trying too hard. Like, you're because his voice is so different than a lot of other The Story So Far, Man Overboard, your Real Friends, your normal Trash Boat, just your normal pop punk vocal, modern pop punk vocals. As it is not your modern pop punk, is not your typical modern pop punk vocals. And then moving on, okay, there's just no satisfaction for the music. Take, for example, finger pointing, and then it goes to State to Mind, Rome Live, which is, if you don't know, those are the first 2 songs on Soil and Dirt, which is their first full-length album. So it gives us as an example, right? They said there's just no satisfaction for music, just finger pointing, and then it starts, right? And you see they're just all pointing their fingers. They're just going right? Or going like this, you know? This does happen in a lot of tightly closed in, sorry, I went to the next one, accent. That happens in a lot of tightly, tight venues and stuff, indoor venues and stuff, which honestly, I don't even know why they think that's a bad thing. There's okay, how does that mean that you don't take, that doesn't take any satisfaction? What does that mean? There's just no satisfaction from the music? What? Okay, you're just vibing. You're just straight up just you're feeling the music, pointing your fingers and pointing your fingers to the rhythm of the song, which is the same thing the whole time. But I mean, I don't know, but it's not like that's all you're doing. Like, there's people stage diving, there's mosh pits. It's like so much more than just in the concert. Not everyone's just pointing their fingers. That's not how pop punk concerts are. Like, that's just not how they are. You know, especially in the tight venues. There's not just finger pointing. Like, you can see there's stage diving, and there's probably not a mosh pit because it's too small. But like, seriously. And then this part annoys me. This part annoyed me the most, I have to say. It says meaningless lyrics ... and then it gives this example. I'll play it. I'd fallen for a girl that would ask me to come over just for a day. Well, her parents were away. Now all I can do is lay in my room, fall asleep, dream of you, and wake up and do nothing about it. So you just heard me sing it. So cringily, but whatever. Cause I've been learning guitar lately, you know, gotta get on that grind, cause I'm trying to learn how to like play acoustic songs and stuff. But yeah, so the lyrics, I honestly, especially this lyric, I like this lyric a lot, honestly. Like he says, or like, now all I can do is lay in my room, fall asleep, dream of you. He's talking about like I don't know, like, you know, like, well, obviously he's talking about a girl. He's like, you know, like I can't really do anything about it. So like, all I can do is just lay in my room. I still like you a lot. So I dream of you. Like, now all I can do is just lay in my room, fall asleep, dream of you. And then he wakes up and he still can't do anything about it. Like, he just can't do anything about it. And that's just, I feel like that's actually totally not meaningless at all. Like, there's so many other lyrics they could have chosen. Like, but they just didn't. And like, I love this lyric too. When you don't know whether the vocalist is crying or singing, it only irks us even more. Okay, that the way that the singing, like the sad boy pop punk like singing, like that, how they like Capstan does this a lot, does a lot. Well, they're more like pop punk, like post hardcore, but like, just it's all about the emotion. Like, that's why it's so that's why like you like feel it so much, is because of the way they sing it. Like, if you were to sing it normally, now all I can do is lay in my room, fall asleep, dream of you, then wake up and do nothing about it. Like, it'd be like, okay, cool, but like it's still meaningful. But like, when you sing it like how these pop punk bands sing it, it makes it so much better. It makes you feel it so much more. It makes you feel the emotion of the lyric of the song, and that's why I feel like this one just makes me the most angry, honestly. That point. And then it says there's no sense of community. Honestly, nowadays there really isn't. Like, all there is like Facebook, with like a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds talking about pop punk. But like, so yeah, nowadays there isn't, because it's kind of dead and not that many people care about it anymore. But I mean, they're still making music and stuff. Pop punk bands are still making music, but there's not nearly as much of a sense of community as there was, say, in like 2014, or when, like, you know, pop, like, I don't know, I just feel like there was this one I'm not gonna complain about, because like, right now there isn't anymore. Like, that's just not how it is. But they say fans of pop punk definitely don't stick together. Only a handful of people will have actually heard the phrase "defend pop punk," thanks to Man Overboard. But that didn't really take off, which is so inaccurate, because that you would see it, like, that was all over the place. That merch, the defend pop punk. Even people who didn't like really listen to pop punk, and they're like, oh yeah, I like that one song by the Wonder Years, and yeah, so that's pop punk, right? Because yeah, it took off like really like. And or that was made like in, I don't know, like 2012, 2013, 14, I don't know, but like around the time Man Overboard was like at its peak. So, but it really did take off. Even people who didn't know the band who had never heard of the band in their life, they would wear that merch. Yeah, it was like definitely a big fashion statement. I think it did take off that phrase. And then this one, okay. This one says, it all sounds the same. Which, there are certain bands that it is ridiculous how alike. They're just making the same album all over again. Like, especially Knuckle Puck. Oh my god, they're just making the same album over and over again. Maybe like Pacific, like I can see people say that about like Pacific. Personally, I like Pacific. I don't mind that they keep making the same album or song. Like some of the songs sound similar, like over and over again. But like, yeah, Knuckle Puck definitely. I'm not gonna complain. That definitely make sound the same. The Story So Far, yeah. Neck Deep, yeah. I mean, like Wishful Thinking. Every song on that album definitely sounded the same. But The Story So Far did change up their like their kind of their music with their most recent album. But yeah, I don't know. I think this one I'm not too upset about because I mean I guess I am upset about it because not all of it sounds the same. There's just certain bands and certain like things that just like certain albums where like all the songs sound similar. But so I'm not gonna complain too much about that one. All right, and that concludes. Overall, that was cool, and yeah, I think that I didn't like that article at all. I feel like it was very stupid, but you know, whatever. Haters gonna hate on pop punk. You know what I mean, right? So yeah, peace out, pop punkers.